What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're going to read from Reddit, from the subreddit Paranormal Encounters. We're going to start off with this one. I mean, the title says it all, right? Spirit behaving badly, and we see it kind of doing some hand gestures. But let's not jump let's not jump ahead. Yeah. Oh man, we see two arms to legs. What's that third thing? Holy crap. All right. Let's see something. All right. Something strange and a little hilarious is happening with the spirit. Watch as real footage using my Xbox 360 Connect camera on my PC reveals a spirit that's a little naughty and can't seem to behave. This is one naughty spirit you'll never forget. Let's see what's up. Let's make this bigger. Let's make sure if there is sound, we could hear it. Let's start to the beginning. Let's go. I mean, it's undeniable that the hand gestures was a little bit particular. But let's see the comments. This is gonna be great. Did you collect the ectoplasm? Oh shit! Oh my god! Did you collect the ectoplasm? Oh man, the erectoplasm. Oh man, you fuck. Well done. That is freaking. Oh man, ejactoplasm. Man, he needs some cream for that itch. Wow. You know what? It is a little bit. I've never seen something like this. Yes, depending on the tool, because there's a lot of apps out there, the SLS apps that you could download for your phone. I wouldn't particularly trust it very well because I did go out to Kings Park Psychiatric Center and I tested this app there. And unfortunately, the app is not as sensitive. It'll pick up stick figures with the graffitis on the walls and but on an Xbox Connect, basically an SLS camera is an Xbox Connect, so it is very sensitive and it's not just going to catch anything. So I would love to see if I could get my hands on a SLS Xbox 360 Connect. I'm actually going to do I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. If it works, it's gonna be freaking awesome. But definitely, man, or plasm. Time to uninstall this app. Why? It's Michael Jack. Oh, dude, it's Michael Jackson. Nah, not funny. That's down. But yeah, it was definitely different. Never seen that before. This right here is a succubus at its best. Let's keep it moving. So let's see what this is about. How okay. I can't believe I actually saw a ghost the other night with my own eyes. All right. Seems like there was a skeptic that was, converted to, believing. I was going to the store about 10:30 p.m. My car overheats. I live in a very rural area. Pull over, let it cool down, check radiator, and drive a couple more miles, and it overheats again. At this point, it's after midnight. You need to check your radiator fluid, and it's if it's overheating, it's because you don't have antifreeze. At this point, it's after midnight, and I'm not too far away from my house. 1.5 mile walk. It's a pretty night, just a little chilly, so I decided instead of risking hurting the car, I'll just hoof it. The road I live on is a very rough, mountainous road made of dirt, and I was not far from it, so I strike out not too worried because I knew why the car overheated and I needed to walk. Anyway, I walk down the two in highway, then two third or so down my dirt road. I'm moving a good clip. There was some moonlight enough to where I didn't need a flashlight anyway. I see something coming up a neighbor's driveway and hear faint steps on the gravel on my left. It was walking right up that driveway out towards the main road where I am walking past. My first thought is shit, one of my neighbors heard or saw me walking down our road in the middle of the night and think I'm messing around, casing houses, casing houses or something. At any moment, I expect to see a flashlight, a gun, or a combination of the two, and some questions. Then I realize what I am seeing. There is a man walking towards me, except I can't see through him. I am going to share a personal story after this, except I can't see through him. It kind of was like Predator in the beginning where it took on the texture of the surrounding trees, but as it got closer it was very much a man, a little bigger build but the same height, wearing what I thought was a plaid lumberjack style shirt and denim pants, and had longer hair, a la Theo Vaughn kinda. He walks out of the driveway within about 30 feet. Mind you, guys, that was very detailed. So, if this story is real, which I believe it is, I'm giving this person the benefit of the doubt. Tasty Toe, Tasty Toe, I'm giving this person the benefit of the doubt. This was very detailed. So, this person saw something. He walks out the driveway within about 30 feet and he comes alongside me and walks beside me for about 100 to 100 feet, 30 feet to my left along this split rail wooden fence. So it was like almost walking side by side you. That's wild. When I get to the end of that fence, he stops and puts his arm up on it and just stares at me. I did not said a word. I just kept walking, the hair on my head standing on end. I mean, I saw the man. I also saw through him. It was just like when they beam people up to Star Trek. When they look faint, it was like he was 40% solid, maybe, and only 30 feet away from for a good 1 2 minutes straight. He deliberately came down that driveway to meet me on the road and walk beside me watching. The look he had was sad or like he wanted to tell me something but couldn't find his voice. So I keep walking and I'm terrified to look back. And I just keep saying to myself, WTF, WTF, WTF. Did that just really happen? I was never scared, really, just more in disbelief of what I had witnessed. I began to get really disturbed by it as I got closer to my house, it creeping me out more and more. So the next morning, I'm in the kitchen telling my dad about it, how I've always believed in aliens and UFOs, but never ghosts, not in the slightest. And he's looking at me skeptically for sure. But then he wanted to know exactly where. Suddenly, it dawns on me. I remember him telling me about a year ago before I moved back in that one of the neighbors we barely knew had unalived himself in that house down the driveway where that spirit rail fence is. I have tears in my eyes and my hair is standing on end and my nerves are electrified writing this down. Writing this now. Up until the other night, I thought all paranormal activity was outright BS. Then I saw a ghost. Like, I'll take a polygraph. God strike me dead if I'm lying. Saw a ghost with my own sober eyes. I can only guess it was that unfortunate soul. I have been shaken ever since. Please feel free to share any thoughts. I am still wigged out. Jesus, this is an amazing story. You got a like from me, girl. Or Tasty Toe. Not sure. But this was an amazing story. It is entertaining for me as a paranormal investigator, knowing how skeptics' brains react. And the only way they'll believe something is if they see it and witness it for themselves, which, fine, I agree. At a point in my life, I was probably I'm not going to say I was a skeptic. I just never really thought about it until I had my experience with it and it just blew to what I am doing today. And the fact of the matter is this person is seems legitimately creeped out with the fact that she saw somebody walking side by side her. Now, at no point did she say that she was running, she was walking. So that stretch of a road must have felt like eternity. So she had a very good glimpse of what she was seeing. So, with that being said, yeah, this is a very interesting story. I would definitely love to see um what happened afterwards. Like, it's unfortunate the person took his own life. Yes, but that's probably who you saw. And who knows? It didn't seem malicious. Nothing else happened. It was probably looking out for you because you were by yourself in the night walking up the road. It could be either or, you guys. Either or. Either the entity was looking out for you, making sure you were crossing the street safe, or what would have been freaking crazy. Something that I don't even think I would be able to do myself. But it would be amazing if, could you imagine just stopping, turning towards him, looking at it, you guys making eye contact and communicating? This field is amazing to me. The paranormal field is absolutely amazing. So let's see the comments. I believe you. I too saw a ghost apparition, something pretending to be my deceased sibling. No one believes until it happens to them. That is absolutely true. That's what skepticism is. People's not going to believe what they hear. They're going to believe what they experience and what they see for themselves. But what this person is talking about is a mimic doppelganger. Wow, man, today is the doppelganger, a couple of videos also, Reddits, and awesome, awesome. Can you give a bit more details? What the hell? And why do you think it was some pretending to be your sibling? Oh, they're talking about legitimate name, talking about that. I thought they were talking about, the story that we just read. I was gonna be like, dude, how much more details do you need? Like, Jesus Christ, his social security number? Like, the hell, yo. Difficult to explain. Happened indoors, hunched over, dressed the same as in the last days of life. Face turned to me, was horrific, only 10 feet away from me. When a group was playing with a Ouija board in the next room, over from me without me knowing, I had the realest dream of visiting my deceased grandma's house. But it wasn't her. It was this goblin thing dressed up in her clothes. To this day, it still gives me the goosebumps just because it seemed so evil, just mean. You guys, I have said this time and time again. Do not partake into using a Ouija board as a communicating board to the other side, just because, just like a just like a door, it swings both ways. You could be trying to communicate with somebody, genuinely trying to communicate with a loved one, but you don't know who's going to come through that door. You don't know. And then what's messed up is that this person was even part of the Ouija board, and they were experiencing stuff. Hell, you know what? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, wait. First things first. This story, I'm gonna share my experience. So in the Dominican Republic, when I was Walking to the ranch. If you guys are wondering what's the ranch, it is a abandoned um, house. There was no walls, no, it's just, it's in bad shape, but it was a ranch, you know, roof, stakes holding the roof up. And while me and two other people that was with me, we were walking up the road. It was dark. There is some danger, real life danger, when you are doing that, because if you're walking around in the middle of the night out there in the countryside of DR and you're walking with a flashlight, people will think that you are up to no good because you're walking in the nighttime with a flashlight near their house. It's very dangerous to do that. Be careful. But as we was walking up the road to the location, I saw a shadow standing in the middle of the road. Unfortunately, we were looking into this house because we were seeing that the house was weird. Even the people that lived there did not know what house I was talking about, but we saw a house that was half buried, and nobody didn't know about this house. I'm like, dude, like, you guys live here. You guys don't know about this house? It's half buried. It's hard to miss. It's right off the road. But anyway, we were looking at that, and without turning the light towards the shadow, I just had this instinct to look up the road, and that's when I noticed a shadow. And then when I panned my flashlight towards it, it was gone. But there was a silhouette of a person standing in the middle of the road looking at us while we were looking at a half buried house. Amazing, amazing experience. But again, that these are personal experience, and I wish we had video or something to show you guys. But the El Rancho, the ranch videos, I am posting little here and there with pictures and stuff, just so you guys could get the feel of it. It is on YouTube Shorts and also my TikTok. So yeah, you guys, this is an unbelievable story. Let's see if we have one more to go. All right. Has anyone ever had an encounter that made them fear for their life? Oh, so this is just a question out there. So yeah, nothing there. Okay, let's keep it moving. Wow, that's wild. Last night I was sleeping in my house alone with my phone on silent, do not disturb, and it woke me up playing this creepy ass, excuse me, this creepy ass song. I've never heard this song in my life. Every hair on my head stood up, and it took me a while to go back to sleep. What a spook. Ghost in the human. Liminoid. Yeti. Ghost in the human. I'm curious, dude. I'm curious. Let me see something, you guys. I'm just curious right now. We are. I'm not even sure how well this is going to record. I have to upgrade my system. So it might come out a little bit choppy. Ghost in the human. Ghost in the human. Ghost. Ghost in the human. Okay. Let's see. Leminoid. I mean, okay. Leminoid. Let's put it down. Leminoid. Sorry. I'll probably edit this little edit. Oops. Let's see. Leminoid. Uh, I'm trying to hear, but it's not appearing. And I'm on YouTube, and it's not really appearing. Let's see something.
tired of sifting through jobs that don't feel like the right fit.
Sorry, you guys. All right. I mean, it sounds dope. It sounds dope. I'm not gonna lie. But this guy is on point. It's on do not disturb. So when you put do not disturb on your at least iPhone, um, you cannot get any notifications. Do not disturb. It doesn't sound that bad or good. I mean, I don't know. I liked it. Creepy wise, but with that album art and being the middle of the night, getting woken up from it, 100% that freaked me out. Yeah, that distorted voice in the intro was what had me like, for sure. The irony of the captcha made it even creepier. Reminds me of when Alexa Dot came out, damn thing would laugh at 3 a.m. I got tired of it and I just unplugged it. Could you imagine, dude? Like you have an Alexa and freaking she just starts laughing in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning? Out of here, dude. Garbage. For sure, for sure. But yeah, if this if that was just out of nowhere, I mean, it's hard to find it, you guys. I've never heard of Liminoid, or whatever, Liminoid. Um, Never heard of them for that song to just play out of the blue in the middle of the night. Yeah, for sure. It'll definitely leave a stench in somebody's pants for sure. But with that being said, you guys, if you are enjoying yourselves and this kind of content, please do what you do when you like the channel. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.